Hello, everyone. This is your host, Sharon Serota at Sungates Center. And today, our special guest is Swami Stephen. And Swami Stephen is also known as Sri Dharananda. He is a spiritual teacher and intuitive life coach. His work is heart-based, and he transforms darkness into light. He is a bodhisattva who brings love into the world and raises consciousness. During his first career, Stephen achieved business success following his family dharma in the produce business, where he was instrumental in introducing mangoes and avocados into the Chicago land market. Stephen has pursued his spiritual studies by achieving mastery in many areas. He is a Reiki Master, Karuna Reiki Master, and Qi Gong Sifu. Welcome, Swami Stephen.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure and honor to have you here at Sungates Center.
As it is for me, it's a pleasure to be here and be in the presence of everyone in Sungates Center. Thank you, Sungates.
Yes. So, Stephen, the topic of today is how to eliminate stress and remove obstacles in your life. And, you know, what's amazing to me is how you even got here and what serves you. What is your purpose?
Okay, well, first of all, it's never going away from something. It's always going towards something. Wherever we put our it comes from thought, word, deed or action, character, and destiny. So the point is it's never about going away from something. It's not about I used to smoke cigarettes and do many other things. It's not about not smoking. It's about being a fresh air breather. It's not about sacrifice. It's about going towards someplace. So as we move towards peace and stillness and tranquility, problems go away because we take responsibility for everything. One of the first things, there's so many things to realize, is first of all, we're all perfect exactly where we are. And knowing that we're perfect where we are, all we need to do is, a key thing is to start now.
I really love that, how you said that, because it's always about moving towards something rather than feeling a loss or giving something up. So I think that that's just amazing, and how you achieve that, even, you know, not smoking anymore. And I find that really just truly amazing that people can make such changes in their life and keep moving forward. So I know you talked about your name, Sri Dharananda. What does that mean?
Well, we're all given names. You know, Indians, people all around the country, all around the world are given names from, in previous times, from spiritual people that meant something. Sri Dharananda is prosperity. It's prosperity on all levels, on a business level, physical level, emotional, psychological, and spiritual level. So what it is, and I've changed the word to, haven't changed it, but incorporated the word abundance, because that's what it is now. And so it's about manifesting abundance in every way. And we all have the choice to create whatever we want. It's, you know, by taking, first of all, to realize that there are no coincidences or chance. Everything that happens for a reason. And what it is once we take and realize that we are the creators of our reality on the outside world. So as we take ownership and responsibility for everything that happens in our life, 100% ownership and responsibility. And then what it is, it's about knowing that it's not what happens to you. It's how you react or not react. Because we have a choice, and that's what free will is. We have the choice to react from any level we want. As we become more conscious and more aware and more still, we have the opportunity to choose from a place of non-reaction, or, you know, from any place we choose. So that's really what it's about.
Yes, that's incredible that, you know, when people actually take ownership and their own responsibility for things that are happening in their life, that then truly that they're knowing that they're the true manifestors, that they're doing things and creating things in their life. And, for those that don't really understand that and don't really get that they are creating their realities through their thoughts, can you explain something a little bit further about that to help those that are trying to understand this better?
Okay. Most of us, all of us, we look in the outer world and we see things. And we see these things as this is who and what we are. But in reality, in truth, everything in the outer world is only a reflection of your inner world. So as you take an issue, and what we do is we judge or blame other people, and we have to realize that whenever we're putting, let me start from another place. Whatever thoughts we put out there come back to us. So everything that we think, first it starts with a thought, then the thought goes into a word, and the word goes into an action. So every thought that we put out there comes back to us. So whatever we're saying to a person, place, or thing, what you're really doing is talking about yourself. So what it does is it shifts the whole perspective, the whole paradigm, realizing that everything that out there, what it's showing you, it's an opportunity for a healing. It's showing you your unhealed wounds. And as we realize this, then we can look and say, instead of saying curse words or having bad thoughts or going into a vortex, realizing that when we look inside and realize it's about us, it's an opportunity to heal ourselves, we can say thank you. Thank you for everything. And that's really what it's all about.
And when people say that, they're blaming someone else for their problems or talking about other people in the negative, what you're saying, Swami Steve, is that they're talking about themselves. So if they're being triggered in a way or something that gets them upset, or they're just constantly, talking about others in the negative, they're really talking about themselves. And this is an opportunity for those to experience a healing. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And the place we realize this mostly is with our family or in our close friends. And what it is there's an expression that I'm sure many of you have heard, that your worst enemy is your greatest teacher. Because what it is these people, what you've actually done is, if you believe in previous lifetimes or not, karmic or reincarnations, what it is you've made a deal with these people from up above. And what you did is say, listen, this is an issue that you had in a previous lifetime. And what you're asking, would you please, please, please come back down and bring this issue up to me so that this time, in this lifetime, I can cure this here and now once and for all so it never occurs again. And then you make a deal. And then the other person says, are you sure you want this? He said, more than anything, you're my best and closest friend. So what comes back is you come back, you go through the birth, and then you go through this veil of forgetfulness. And then what you do is you forget. So then this person, you both forget your roles. So this person does exactly what you'd asked them to do. And because it's such a big issue, what you do is a hot spot or a trigger, what you do is you lash out. And as you're lashing out at this person, really what you're doing is lashing out at yourself, but you're unaware of it. And this is really it's the test about everything is a paradox and everything is duality in this world. And as we realize the duality, that it's dealing with polar extremes. So as you go into this hot spot or trigger point, and as you realize that it's the total negativity, and then perhaps you go and react to a total place of positivity, or whatever words, half full, half empty. And what it is realizing it's not about being right or wrong, because there's a place where there is no right and wrong. And that's the place that you want to go to. And actually, what there is we all have, there's a place where there is no problems. And that's the place that we all want to go, consciously or unconsciously. And the thing is, we have the access to this here and now whenever we choose. And really, that's my purpose. That's what a bodhisattva is. It's someone that helps people see who they really are and to realize that there is this place. And once they realize, and I call that enlightenment, just having the light or the awareness to see this. And once they are aware of this, then it depends on how much do you want it. Because what it is, it's about taking 100% responsibility and a 100% commitment to do this as much as you want, or not, or take any responsibility that you choose because it's your life. But realizing that you have the power, it's all within you. And by the same token, you have and create everything that you are. What most of us don't realize is we are exactly where we want to be. Now, this is an unusual statement for most of us because most of us have what we say is issues and problems, and I really want to be someplace else. But through the power of manifestation, which we all do, automatically, where our vibrations are is where we are, the strongest vibrations that we emanate. And that's where we are. So, but we have the choice
yes.
to change it.
And that's just amazing, too, because I know you just spoke about making a contract, even from above, and then fulfilling that and coming down here, not knowing who the other people are that are going to fill those roles for us. And what happens is that the people in our lives, either we've, deja vu, we met them before, we think we know them, and there could be part of our soul circle. It could be somebody that is down here to help us out on our journey. And the roles that they play could be positive and negative. They could be someone that triggers us or someone that we eventually learn to get along with, or because what happens is with patterns is it starts to show up in our life again, that stress, or just seeing it another way. So what you're saying then is to be thankful, too, having gratitude about those that are coming here to help us on our journey. Is that correct?
Well, yes, but actually there is no positive and no negative. Everything is here for a reason. So the thing is what you might call as a negative is actually the most positive thing that there is, because it's giving you the opportunity to see these things. Because if everything was positive, you might not take notice of it. So to realize that everything that happens happens for a reason. And everyone that we meet and everything we can't see, they're all aspects of ourselves. So when you can go out and see this person as an aspect of yourself, mirror and reflecting to you, and see the world from the inside out, not from the outside in, everything takes on a different meaning. So what you would call as negativity is the highest possibility of a way to heal your unhealed wounds and to be grateful.
And it also has to do with person's beliefs, what they believe in, what they're judging. A lot of things are about judgment. And the paradox is that we're here in a duality, which does consist of, light and heavy, light and dark, or it could be something positive and negative, but on another level that there is no positive and negative, just like you mentioned. And how does a person get to that point where they can relieve all the stress in their life, where they can actually experience that?
Well, you start one step at a time. It's like the old saying, a journey of 1,000 miles or 10,000 miles starts with one step. So what it is we all start with who and what we are, and then what we do is we go one step at a time, no matter where it is. And it's about wanting to be who we really are. You can ask simple questions like, who am I? What is my purpose? And whatever you ask, it's always answered if you listen. So is that what you're asking? Do you want?
Mm-hmm. And the things do happen for a reason. Wouldn't you say that there's reasons for things that do happen? Because everybody says, oh, that's not a coincidence. There's got to be a reason for it.
Well, it's actually synchronicity. And what it is, again, everything out there, which is just an illusion or Maya, really is just a reflection of there. And it's out there for you to find what's inside. So if you want to know what's going on inside, look at your world. How am I feeling today? How am I reacting today? And as you do that, and as you bring it inside, you'll see what it is. So whatever it is you bring up a question, you go with inside, you become still, you listen, and the answer will come to you.
And so when people are seeing things happen in their world, you're saying that that's a reflection of what's going on inside of them. In other words, it's their thoughts, it's their beliefs, their judgments. And then that's when they can also go back and realize, what could they change about that? What opportunities are out there then that they can decide for themselves? Because as they say, you change your thoughts, but it also changes your outer world.
Exactly. And just one thing before that. What so many of us do is we see a problem out there and we try to think and fix the problem from out there. Well, really what we're doing is we're just going into a vortex, into a circle, going over and over and over again. And we think about how to fix, how to analyze the problem 1,000 different ways and 1,000 different things. But because you're dealing from the mind will not allow you to change or fix the problem. So it's a place going beyond the mind into a place of stillness. And that's where the answer to everything is. So we try to change everything from our ego, from our personal I. And the answer is never there.
And so how can someone do that? How could someone go to a place of stillness?
It's like everything in the world is simple, but not easy. Because you know the answer to everything automatically. It's within you. Because everything is universal and everything is automatic. It's doing what you know to be right. So the question was, how do you what?
How do you go to a place of stillness?
Well, one of the simplest ways to do it that all sages and people have done is through meditation. And meditation is just basically breath work and calming yourself down. And instead of focusing on the outer world, it's focusing on your breath, on a mantra, on the inner world. And as you focus, which is actually defocusing, but focusing, going towards this, your mind becomes still. And see, what we do is, so many of us we listen to the radio, we do this, we watch TV, we listen to music, all which are good and fine and wonderful in themselves. But what it is it puts our focus out there. And so many of us don't take the time for 1 minute, 5 minutes, just to go within it and say, how was my day? What did I do right? What do I need to do? And as we ask these simple questions and allow ourselves some time, some free time, this is where all the answers come. So the more we spend time within ourselves, introspectively, the more and closer we'll get to where we want to go, to divinity, because that's who we are. The thing is there's an opposite. You were saying that before, to everything. The only thing that there's no opposite to is unconditional love. Now you say the opposite of love is hate or fear. That's true on that level. But on a higher level, there's only one vibration, and that's love. And that's truly to answer to everything. So no matter how fearful, no matter how many problems you have, you realize that this too shall pass. And it's only temporary. There's only one thing that's not temporary. And as we go to that place of stillness and place where there is quiet and peace, calmness, equanimity and harmony and balance, this is the place to go to. And this is the place where there's an answer for everything.
And some people even say that the separation never occurred. So they're saying that that's the one vibration. How do you talk about that?
Well, it's true. The one vibration is love. And to realize that we are everything. Everything is interconnected, interrelated, and that everything else is an aspect of the one, which is source. And the cause for the problems is the dissolution from source. So as we realize that, then we realize that there only is one.
Right. And some people even say that we're an aspect of God, and that what we see around us are also aspects of ourselves. And then there's the one vibration, which is God. And some people may call it a higher source, or they're divine, or they may have their own name for it, their own word. And so is that what your belief is?
Well, yes, many things. First of all, using words is, first of all, part of the issue. Because what I may say, the color red, it may be a beautiful color. Red to you may be blood. So the point is, so whatever you call source, energy, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. And again, it's everything is stemming from this one place. So everything else is an aspect of the oneness.
Yes, that's absolutely true. I believe that as well. And so this has been totally amazing, Swami Stephen. And, coming from a spiritual perspective and having this great understandings that you're able to share with everyone here. And in closing, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Yes, there's only one thing. It's my purpose, my dharma, my destiny to be a teacher, to make sure that until everyone has come to this place, it's not done. So my mission is to take people from wherever they are with whatever issues they are and help them help themselves to realize, if they choose, that there is a place to go to. It doesn't matter. And the point is this is what I'm here for. This is what I would like to continue. So if people have questions, if people have whatever they may do, good things, bad things, whatever they want to come from, and they'd like to share this with me, and they'd like to talk about it, this is what I'm here for. So thank you. Namaste.
Yes, thank you, Swami Stephen. Thank you for joining us here at Sungates Center. And for more information, please contact Sungates. Thank you and have a wonderful, beautiful day.